Round of applause for Janina Gavankar.
Hello. How are you? Look at all those people. Come on in. There are all these seats. You could be so much more comfortable. I'm just saying. Who was here yesterday? Oh, okay. So, who wants to start with a question? All right, front row. Here we go.
In the last season of True Blood, your character shifted into Sam in season 1. I was wondering, how was it to see other actors portray your character, and did you help them with their scenes?
Okay, so who has not seen season 5? Major spoiler alert. Okay, I'll try and be as vague as possible. In season 5, there is some skinwalking. Luna skinwalks in season 5. Now, if you know what that means that I turn into somebody else. But that means that character, whoever they're played by, has to then play me being them. It's very confusing. So Sam Trammell, who plays Sam Ralot, had to play Luna. It's kind of amazing. So for him to be able to do that, he and I sat down in his trailer and I read all of my scenes as Luna. Then he watched them, I mean, just on his iPhone. He just went like this and he videotaped me, and then he went home and he watched it, and he did the best he could, and what you saw is his interpretation of me, and it's hilarious. It's really good. Next question.
I wanted to know what kind of creator is Alan Ball. Is he as a control freak as the rumor says?
People think he's a control freak? You guys have heard that Alan Ball is a control freak?
Yeah.
I don't think he is. But you know, maybe he was season 1. But by season 5, we're such a well-oiled machine, and the writers are so very good at what they do, and they know the world so well that he's very hands-off. Also, he had stepped down as the showrunner this year, so he's moved on to his next show. So he's not so much of a control freak. But I'm sure if something goes wrong, that Alan Ball is not somebody you want to mess with. I assume. He's always been very good to me. So yeah. As far as I know, he's not a control freak. Question? Oh, here we go.
Hi again. My question is, have you read any of the Charlene Harris books? And how do you feel about, you have a TV character, but you don't actually have a book character?
Actually, there is a book character. Oh, yes. So maybe you haven't read the Charlene Harris book. Book she's in. I think she's in book 5 or something like that. So I was prepared to read all of them. And then I asked casting, should I read them? How close to the books are we? And because we've strayed so much from the books, I decided not to read them, because once I decide who a character is, that person is real. And if you change anything, I get very angry. I'm like, that's not who she is. She actually lives somewhere else. You can't change it suddenly. I get very serious about it. So I thought it might be better to just go with the flow and have the writers tell me what they've decided. Luna is a very small character, and apparently she turns into a bat at some point. But that's it in the books. That's it. You see her like that. Yeah, very small, yeah. But they turn her into this whole thing. So, yeah, I did not read the books. We like her? Thank God. I like her. I care about her very much. Go ahead.
Hi, Janina.
Hello.
Can you tell us more about how this film is shape-shifting?
Sure. It's different every time. So sometimes, you know, oh my gosh. In the beginning I was like, how do we do it? I don't know, what do I do? What do I do? Do I like, Like, what do I make a sound? What do I do? You know? So I would always look at Sam, like, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna do whatever you're gonna do is what I'm gonna do, okay? Because he's done it for years before I have. It's different every time. When I turned into a horse the first time, all I had to do was run. I just ran as fast as I could. It was freezing cold. And I tried to get my hair to kind of do as much as I could. I would do this, and then I would run and try and get as much wind in my hair as possible. And then they turned me into a horse. They did the rest of it with CGI. But when we turned into mice this year, and this is what we did. It's very simple to shapeshift, apparently. But when we turn into other human beings, it gets painful. So there's a lot of, like I assume that your bones kind of crack on the inside to turn into another human being. So that's more of a painful kind of jerk. And that's all just acting. Yeah.
Do you like it to play a shapeshifter, or would you rather want to play a vampire or something?
I love being a shapeshifter. Yeah, I can turn into anything or anyone. It's awesome. Vampires are just dead. I mean, they're sexy, but shapeshifters are just as sexy, in my opinion. So, yeah. Yeah, and we can get anywhere. I mean, I could turn into an owl and fly away. Can a vampire do that? No. My favorite character on True Blood is Lafayette.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, I love how all the girls are like, yeah! Because every girl needs a friend like Lafayette, because he will kick someone's ass for you without you even asking him to. You know?
Yeah.
And he'll make sure you look fabulous when you leave the house.
Hi, Janina.
Hi.
Is there any particular show at the moment that you really like on TV and you would like to be part of?
Any what that I would...
A TV show at the moment?
Any TV show? So many. I'm a big fangirl. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there was Battlestar Galactica was my favorite show. I love The Walking Dead right now. Oh my gosh. I hate it, but I love it. Oh, so terrible. Game of Thrones is incredible, and there's a lot of love between the Trubies and the Thronies. We love that show. The crew loves that show. So we'll watch it, and then the next day at work we'll be like, did you see what happened on Game of Thrones last night? It's insane. But you know, but then we see each other at events, so it's really nice. There's a lot of love. What other shows do I love? Homeland. Do you guys have Homeland here?
Yeah.
Incredible show. So many shows. I love these shows. I happen to be on the best one though, so it's okay. Yay. Any other questions? Here we go.
What do you think of Eric Northman?
What do I think of Eric Northman? What does Luna think, or what do I think? And what do I think of Eric or Alex? Both, okay. So Alex is the sweetest, nicest, funniest guy ever. The first time I half met him, first of all, she's blushing. This little one is fanning her face as I tell her about Alex. That makes me happy. He is worthy of your love, okay? The first time I saw him, I think I was getting my makeup done, and he kind of came in the trailer and was like, hi, hey, morning, ladies. Do you want some coffee? Want some coffee? I was like, that's Eric Northman? That guy? You know? Eric Northman is too much. I love Eric. This season 5, he has the best one-liners. He is fantastic. Too much. And Alex is an absolute sweetheart, so yeah, are you happy to hear that? What if I was like, he's a jerk? That dude, I never talk to him. He's an asshole. No, he's very sweet. Very, very sweet. Yeah. She's totally blushing. It's adorable. Totally put her on the spot too. Sorry.
You're in your 5th season. Oftentimes that's a tricky season for a lot of TV shows.
True.
So does the cast and crew often talk about the ratings or reviews the show is getting and the different kind of reviews every season is getting?
No, we're not worried. No, actually we don't. I think that the writers and the producers are so dedicated to making sure that the fans have something juicy to look forward to every year. And I mean, if you look at the characters from season 1 until now, even the new characters, they've evolved so much since the beginning of their time that it's not really about ratings, it's really about the story and where we're going and where we've come from, and all of these things are more important than numbers to us. And I think you can tell. I hope you can tell. Anyone else? Oh, there you go.
Hi.
Hi.
We are both.
Show off your costume. Stand up. She works at Merlot. That's right. If you need a burger, just ask her. Some fries.
Yeah, why not?
Lafayette will just grill it up for you real quick.
How's Stephen Moyer as producer?
As a director, he directed episode 8, I think, of season 5. That was fun because that was the episode where I skinwalked as Sam. Okay, that was fun because he really gets into a scene with you. So he talks to you. He's like, okay, so what do we see in this one? You know, he really gets in your face and he talks to you about it. You know. Which I love. I love directors who really talk about what's going on in the scene. Some guys are like, go ahead, we'll just be here with the cameras. Go ahead. And that's a little annoying. This microphone is cutting out. Do you like that I pout about it? Ah! Okay. So Stephen, the first thing that I shot with him was the turn into Sam. We do this great moment at the beginning of that episode where I'm in the hospital and I have a little bit of I'm very angry and I can't control my temper and then I shift. And we do this thing with the mirror where I put my hand on the mirror and I'm sweating and then I do one of these and then Sam takes over and goes, "Look, me!" And that's what and then he's me by that point. And in that shift, we had a very small amount of room, so I was kind of getting out of the way quickly, and then Sam was taking over, and then we would yell cut, and then we'd all run back over to the monitors and be like, what did it look like? What did it look like? So the three of us, it was like being kids. It was fantastic. And he was so prepared. He had storyboards up, so we knew exactly what we were doing. He was so incredibly prepared. Alan said something at Comic-Con about how Stephen asked him twice, and Alan said no. And then Stephen started shadowing the directors where he would follow them around and watch how they worked on the show. So he had years of tutoring almost before he asked the third time, and then Alan said yes. So maybe he is a control freak then. Maybe he is. I just didn't know.
Who wants the final question?
Oh, final question.
To know your favorite memory from working on the show.
My favorite memory of working on True Blood. I would say my second day of work, which was my first episode with them. That's when we're laying out naked, talking to each other like, oh, I really like you, but whatever. And then I run and turn into a horse, you know? Like the most ridiculous second day of work that anyone's ever encountered. Some people become lawyers. I became an actor, and I freeze naked and talk to really beautiful other actors. So, but it was a big challenge, and I knew it was a really big show that was loved by many people. and it was a lot of pressure. But Sam made it lovely, and the entire crew was so sweet. And I just knew that I was a part of something very special. And it was only my second day. It was pretty magical. I'll never forget it. Yeah.
Thank you, Janina Gavankar.
Thank you guys so much for watching. It's nice to meet all of you, and I hope you love the rest of the season.